Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Today we're looking at Gizmo the Terrible, is what I like to call him. And we're joined by none other than YST. How are you doing, man?
How's it going? It's nice to be back.
We just recorded a collab as well over on YST's channel, which I am shocked, right? Feral the Barkhorn, one of the best champions for Hydra in the entire game. And yeah, YST was like, yo, dude, nobody has done a video on him on YouTube yet. And I was kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe that's happened. So yeah, if you want to see a video on Feral, jump over to YST's channel where he breaks it down in detail about, how to build him, why he's so good, and all of that. But yeah, let's take a look at Gizmo. Gizmo here. I called him Gizmo the first time, and I can't stop myself now.
I think this guy looks proper. Do you know what he reminds me of? Do you know in World of Warcraft, like that shaman look?
Oh yeah. He
Yeah,
definitely
it's
looks
pretty
like
cool.
a Warcraft character.
I don't know who I used. Do you know who did you used to use in World of Warcraft back in the day? I think for me, I was always the. Was it a dryad? No, the night elf.
Oh, you're a night elf.
Night elf. I used to always start off with that one. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I used to play night elf as well. Now I'm playing a Drakthir right now, so you have to be a Drakthir. It's like a new race, and they turn into a really
I'd love to get back
ugly
into it.
dragon.
How is it nowadays? Is it changed a lot?
Yeah, it has changed a lot. I'm
Yeah.
quite burnt. It's like at that point of the expansion now where we're on the last boss of Mythic, and I'm like, I cannot wait to quit until next expansion. Just let it be over.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna come back in when Dragonflight came out,
yeah.
and then I was like, I watched a review on it, and then some guy just trashing on it, and I was like, oh man, do I come back for this? So I ended up just not doing it, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's good fun to try out for a bit and then just quit if you don't like it. Whatever you feel like. But let's talk about Gizmo. These people
Back
are
to
like,
it.
talk about the champion, guys. You suck.
Uh,
Let me break it down. So he's a mythical. Obviously, he's got the two forms, so he is fairly complex. His passive is the place to start. At the start of his turn, once per round, he puts HP burn on all enemies for 2 turns. And just in advance, everything in his entire kit cannot be resisted if he has 100% crit rate. So simple enough. We build him 100% crit rate. Nothing is resistible. So you've got a 100% success chance, which is big as a burner, right? Because most burners have a 97%. You always have that 3% chance to fail. He's 100%, which is cool. So yeah, goes on everything for 2 turns once. And then after that, every time he takes a turn, he's got a 50% chance to burn for 1 turn. So it's much more random, but it's more consistent. He's got the A3, which is boosting up your team. Lots of buffs with an extra turn. His A2 is an AoE attack. So this is funny. It increases all burns, then activates them, puts them down a turn. Then he increases them again and puts out decreased speed. So
they could have saved themselves so much time by just increase the duration of all debuffs by 2 turns and instantly activate, and it'll be 1 sentence.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. But I guess it's so that if they only had 1 turn burns, he would like explode them and they'd be gone and couldn't be increased, but now he can increase them. So yeah, he'll basically turn the 2 turn burns, he'll increase them to 3 turn, then he'll decrease them to 2 turn, then he increases them to 3 turns. So yeah, overall you get a net gain of 1 turn plus these other effects, which is cool.
It's an interesting form of burns, right? Because like his burn ability isn't on an active skill, it's on a passive.
That's right, yeah.
It's like you have to proc that chance, and then you just use the A2 and A1 as a kind of increasing the value of it.
Yeah. He's like the Calvalax of burners, right?
Yeah, it's interesting, yeah.
Start of the round and then a worse one at every turn, yeah. The A1 increases burns on the target by 1 turn. If they're not under burn, decreases 2 buffs on them by 1 turn instead. And then he also attacks all enemies not under burn, and decreases 2 buffs on them by 1 turn too. So like, let's say you're in, I don't know, the arena and they got a block debuffs and stuff. They've clan stuff off. You can start ripping their buffs off, which is pretty cool. And we can switch over to Form 2 where he becomes a nice chunky boy. He's been going to McDonald's and the gym. I suppose he's quite muscular as well. He does them both. And this form he goes like, yeah, I'm here to smack, right? So Burning Juggernaut ignores 15% defense if he or the target if either of them are greater than 50%, but if he or the target is less than 50%, he ignores 25% defense instead. So either way, it's really strong. You're either getting 15% if you're both high HP, but if either one of you is below 50, 25% ignore defense on everything, which is real strong. Ignores block damage and shields on enemies under burn. And funny enough, he actually does more damage to enemies who don't have burn on. But we'll see when we come to his A2 that like we really do want them to be burned. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. What do you think about this champion so far? Like, I think what's interesting is, you know, you're doing cool stuff if they're not burned, and then you're doing cool stuff if they are. It's sort of like a win-win. You're doing cool stuff either way.
Yeah, this is kind of what I love about some mythical champions. I feel like the other one that gives me that effect is Lady Mikage. I like that synergy of just like the ally attacks and then you lead into the stun and it's kind of you can go countering with it. I know we mentioned it just on Hades' channel briefly, but having that base form to kind of be the opening phase to lead into this one to enable the nukes, I think is very, very cool, man.
Yeah.
Because you just open up with the burn, increase attack and crit damage and whatever that may be, lead into the next one and go with that A2 and just destroy them.
You know, it's something that's worth. Maybe I'll break down his whole kit first, and then I'll touch on that. But yeah, remind me, I've got something to talk about in terms of mythic form swapping. But his A3, Ungodly Fury, 3-turn cooldown when it's booked, puts Pain Link, first champion able to do this. Pain Link on an enemy for 2 turns that cannot be removed, resisted, or blocked. It will basically reflect 75% of the attacker's skill multiplier and ignore 100% defense. So I think the important thing here is if you've got someone like a Rotis A3 or a Baron, Sky Piercer, you know, these moves that are, their damage really comes from the ignore defense component. It's not going to do that much, but if you've got somebody that's just about the raw damage, like a Taurus, for instance, it's going to absolutely clap. It's going to do tons of damage back. But it's pretty cool. He also puts out Taunt and Unkillable on himself for 2 turns and Ally Protection on everyone else for 2 turns as well. So, like, he's a mythical. You can't lock him out, right? He can come into the fight, swap over to this, and, put Ally Protection on his whole team, Unkillable, Taunt on himself. It's a very, very powerful, really strong defensive move.
I was actually trying that Pain Link a little bit behind the scenes because the first time we've seen it, because we only seen it on Hydra before, right?
Yeah.
And I was testing it on the head of Raft. You know when he does that kind of rage stuff and he pops up to the 15 counter? I just wanted to see it, how much damage it does, and it was pretty cool. It was a decent amount. I think in in Arena as well, I put it on like a Duchess Lilitu, and I was just basically trying to make the team kill themselves weirdly, and it was actually a lot more powerful than I thought. Honestly, it was really interesting.
We will try it out. Yeah. Boom, his A2, 3-turn cooldown when booked, attacks all enemies. Before attacking, decrease defense on all enemies for 2 turns that cannot be resisted if they're under burn. Extra hit on enemies under burn. Extra turn if he kills an enemy. And he scales off of HP and defense. I'm pretty sure from what Saf said that most of the scaling comes from HP. The defense is quite small. But just to bring up his base stats here, like he has... That's Form 1. Sorry, in Form 2, he's got massive base HP and actually massive base defense as well. It's going to be real easy to scale this guy to clap, like super hard. So this move is quite terrifying, right? Because again, you get the burns out from this form, you swap over, and you go kaboom. Okay, double hit, decreased defense on you as well. Polymorph is really the only thing that's stopping him. Otherwise, he's going to rip you apart. It's with an extra turn as well. And then finally his A1, which by the way gets 30% damage from books, also HP defense scaling. Attacks one enemy. If either he or the target are lower than 50% or equal to 50% HP, he does an AoE attack instead. That increases 2 debuffs on the target by a turn and does that in AoE. And again, nothing can be resisted if he crits. just because. So,
It's also worth noting at the top there, you got yourself a 5-star blessing. Look at this, guys.
So I put Incinerate on to try that out for Arena, just to see. So the idea with this is pretty simple. Is that, like, let's say they've got Stone Skin. I think that's something that's interesting. Let's actually touch on that, and then I'll show you the build. But Stone Skin is, with Stone Skin accessories from Hydra, probably just becoming more and more common in Arena. It was already common. He can really deal with that well because he puts out an irresistible burn on everybody, and then you can blow it up. And burn does 5 times as much damage to Stone Skin. So each burn is like 15% damage, and Stone Skin is only 50% max HP shield, I think. So you need to blow up without any blessing 4 of them to destroy it, which could be a bit awkward. But you give him Incinerate, and his damage scales up, and you're good to go. And this is something I noticed as well, comparing him to Alaz, and this is worth mentioning for Arena, right? I feel like mythicals that have their support form on form 1 are way stronger in arena, usually. Because like with Alas, let's say we come in, if I lock him out, his form 1 is way stronger. Then he switches over to form 2. Now form 2 can do a similar thing, where he can like blow up burns against Stone Skin, but it's kind of awkward. It's way better when it's what the Ogre does, which is I deal with, if they're a slow team, I deal with Stone Skin in form 1, and then I can swap. If they're a fast team and they lock me out, I go, okay, grand. I burned you anyway with my passive. I swap over, and now I'm good to go at my nuker. Like it's
that is interesting because the passive is the one that's placing the burn, so you don't have to even rely on the active skill. You can just metaball straight into the nuke and still enable the kit. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So there you go. How did I build him then? So I built him for damage. Obviously, I think his form 2 is so strong. So I've got him with quite high speed. Honestly, very high speed. 274. We've got lots of HP defense, 309% crit damage, and again, he doesn't need any accuracy. That's his base form. We switch him over to form 2. His speed goes down a decent chunk, but his damage is going to go higher. Yeah, I think this build is going to be insanely good everywhere. The blessing is so strong as well. We were talking about that with Hades. Like the stats that you gain, like if I move you, 45% crit damage right there. It's just nuts, man, from the blessing. You get so much, and he scales super well off nearly everything. So yeah. Oh, masteries, and then we'll dive into some arena. Yeah, would you have built him any differently? I guess we haven't seen a playtest yet, so it's hard to judge. But I'm smashing.
No, I guess like the only way I would is if I didn't want the damage dealing form.
Right,
if you just wanted like the burn stuff for Hydra or something. But if I was to build on my account, it would be very similar to what you did today for both forms.
Let's try out against this team. I was messing around with some of the high elf thing. I might do a video on that actually. So we'll throw him in like this. This team looks very fast. We might be outsped, so I'm just curious to see. Let's find out. Do they go first?
I faced your team on the test server, right? I was like, oh, for God's sake, here we go again. I think, what did you have? You had like a defensive, like, was it Narcissus and Cora, and then Armand's and someone else? Something like that.
Oh, yeah. Something nasty. So we go in turn 1. He burns everyone. Look at Stone Skin on Mikage, yeah? Stone Skin on Mikage is basically gone already. That's from them taking turns. What, Sifi took a turn, I think. Did someone else? But her Stone Skin is basically gone to 0 from the damage from the burns. Let's steal their turn meters. Mikage, she could be a problem. We could sheep her. Let's do that. Let's get rid of her so she doesn't. Oh, we're both sheep. Sheep party in here. Let's go. We can lock them out. And now at this point, he's in some serious trouble, I would say. Let's see. We take a turn. Okay, he took his turn and he actually just burned Sifi. That's great. Well, we might as well buff up. We didn't get the burn out there. That's fine. Now, let's transform over. Are you ready for Kaboom?
Here we go. We're going to go to Kaboom.
I'm just seeing how many polymorphs they have. They have a 6-star, so there's a 20% chance
into a sheep again.
We get turned into a sheep. But here we go. Kaboom! Don't sheep me.
Boom!
Kaboom.
Oh, that was the extra hit, right? Then he goes into an extra turn.
Yeah. Then we can pain link on her.
Oh, look at that.
Let's just buff up, I suppose. Let's see what she's gonna do. We can hex her. I don't want. Oh no! Yumiko just did 30,000 damage. What the heck, man?
Some nuke Yumiko. What are you hiding from us?
I don't know. What happened there? Right, let's go in against a super tanky team, and let's see the pain link basically do its thing. Actually, we might see even the burn explosion here as well. This might be a nice.
The pain link's a bit iffy, but it's fun. Like just to watch it.
Yeah.
Just that burn again.
Like I don't know. Let's steal his turn meter. Brand. Good man, Armand.
Magnificent.
He's got another turn. Well, let's leave them all alive. Yeah, let's just do like this. We can boost up. Let's lock him out, sure. I guess we can boost our team, sure.
Yeah.
And then here. So watch this now. Again, this is with a 5-star Incinerate blessing, but seeing as they've got 4 burns, it would destroy it anyway. Look at these Stone Skin shields.
Boom.
No Stone Skin shields anymore, and he's a sheep. He's a sheep, but
Let me just pet him. Where is he?
Yeah, he's a nice sheep. So this is his big weakness. Let's see how many polymorphs do they have. He's really weak. Okay, a 6-star polymorph real bad for you with him, because every time he burns someone, whenever he puts decreased defense, decreased speed, that's his big problem. But other than that, he's honestly kind of insane. Let's see. It's going to take a while to get him free of a sheep. I'm really hoping they nerf polymorph. Please make it 1 turn and not decrease your speed. This is criminal.
That's all. Literally, like I was mentioning before, all you have to do is just let it become cleansable. Well, it doesn't have to be protected, right?
Yeah.
Just treat it as if it was a stun debuff or a provoke. Like, just allow us to cleanse it.
Okay, good news. He's free. He's free. We're good to go. I want to kaboom these guys again. Let's see. Will he get turned into a sheep? Not this time.
Yes. He's magnificent.
Beefy sheep? No, not this time. He is magnificent. Yeah, this is sort of an Arman showcase right now.
Shall we change the title?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, actually,
here we go.
We want, let's kaboom. Let's kaboom. Let's take Armans out. Kaboom. Not bad. Not bad.
It's so hard to catch that damage. It's like there's so much going on.
I know. Yeah, it's just stuff exploding everywhere. It's kind of crazy. I meant to test out the pain link. Let's take Armans out. Let's find another tanky team. This is a tanky team.
My team's kind of trash as well, so you might be able to just rinse that one off.
Sure. Let's put in, I don't know, Ancora, something to keep us alive. That'll do. Let's go in. So here I want to try the pain link, which I got carried away, YST. I got carried away. I didn't do the proper showcase. So here, let's see the pain link, what this can actually do. So boost up. He probably won't kill anyone. Oh, I probably shouldn't have blocked them out, actually. Too late now. Let's just switch over. And let's slap a pain link on Duchess. Great.
Yes.
And then let's see. I shouldn't have locked him out.
15,000 damage there from that first one.
Yes, there's damage ticks coming in. Nice. Harima, 30,000 reflected. That's a very tanky Duchess. And we've got Hex out, 24,000. And he's tanking it up. He's keeping our team going. He's unkillable for 2 turns. Let's actually soften him up a bit. They're a very tanky team, as you can see.
Cleansed it off. Oh, they can't. It's protected.
Yeah, they can't cleanse it.
Nearly 10,000 each pop there from our own.
Yeah, which is weird, right? You wouldn't think Duchess hits very hard. Oh no, the pain link was gone. That would have been a great one. No. All right, let's see if we can get back to it. He's probably going to have to cycle his... No, he's not going to have to cycle his form. We can actually go into it next turn. We just have to keep him alive for 1 turn or just revive him. Doing some AoE counters. He's not hitting super hard here because he gets a lot of damage from his passive. But Harima reduces that. So Harima is a problem. Same thing with every ignore defense champion, really. Shield up. We just want no one else to die. Okay, that's fine. Wow. This
is the thing. On the live server, we'll be able to show this so much easier. It's like some crazy teams.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wanted to see a tough team. That's the point for this one. But yeah, I get comments sometimes and they're like, look at it. So number 1, it can't be blocked. So that's nice, right? Let's let the Harima just smack us. I just want to see this. We don't care about winning or losing or staying alive. We just want to see the smacks on the Duchess. Chunk.
Ooh.
Not bad.
That was like 60k.
Yeah, not bad. This Duchess has a lot of HP, to say the least.
But you see, if you had that pain link on, let's just say another nuker, right? That might not be built with that kind of sustainability. You could potentially, with one of those Harima A2s, you could probably kill the entire target.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are in the game. It's pretty impactful there.
Yeah, again, another 20,000 damage when he gets hit by her. Bank 40,000 damage.
That just is almost dead.
Yeah, let's lock him out. Yeah, let's see if we can kill her with just the pain link here. Oh, she is healing a good chunk. 17,000 from Bolster. What's that, 10% H? Does she have 170k HP? Maybe not. It's probably being boosted a bit by masteries, but it's pretty close. This is a tanky Duchess.
Can we extend the value of pain link with Master Hexer?
I don't know. He doesn't have it. He's got defensive masteries. 41,000 there. Not bad. Yep, cool.
She's almost down.
She's almost down. Yeah, it's just an interesting thing. Let's see. Will this kill her? Decrease defense. Oh, we got an extra turn.
Boom.
Probably should have hit her. Oh, no, we did an AoE anyway. Oh, because his life, of course. His life is so low. He's doing the extra hit. And he's getting the extra ignore defense too, which would be real nice if Harima wasn't making it basically useless. Feels bad. Harima, why are you like that? But yeah.
I've been chasing Harima myself for so long, man. Never procs.
Anyway, you get the gist. That was just the point to show. Yeah, the pain link, it's redistributing a lot of damage. Yeah, it's a +2 Duchess. I'm curious how much stats he's got. I'd say it's pretty big. That looked like I don't know, 150k HP or something on that Duchess. It was a lot. Yeah, that's sort of the point of this guy. So I don't know what you think about him for Arena. For me, I think we're up against some real strong teams there, but I think against most teams he's incredibly good. I think his biggest problem is definitely polymorph, right? That's a problem. Big problem. But if they don't have much polymorph, like this guy's gonna be nuts. Like if you pull this guy as your first mythical, like for Arena, let's look in other areas. I think he's gonna be insane. Let me throw a team in.
Yeah, he's probably one of my favorite ones out of all of the mythicals. Like there's probably more that's more powerful, but I just like the synergy of this guy. It's pretty fun. And even like in terms of Hydra as well, like you probably know more than me.
Yeah, we'll throw him into
how would you kind of fit into those perma taunt teams? Because
yeah, you possibly could actually. Yeah, I'm actually not super familiar with the permanent taunt teams because I don't have anyone with taunt, so I've never really done much with it.
Oh, did you not go for Epic?
No, I did go for it, but then I was distracted and I missed it. So yeah, like one fun thing he does here. Now it's slightly awkward on Spider. I don't know if you guys spotted it, but when you come into Spider, you don't have all of the Spiderlings in at the start. They spawn in like after you take. Like, let me actually restart it and we'll go again. But like,
I thought it'd be at the start of his turn, but it's at the start of the round, right?
So like you get 6 in, then he burns. So we're missing 4. So that's a bit of a problem. If he is like in this team, he is the burner, right? So this time, like, okay, we got 1 burn there. We can boost up, get another turn. We didn't get any other burns, so he's not gonna be able to explode them all like that. Like basically, what you could do is you either have to you just use him as your exploder, and he's absolute top tier exploder, and you have somebody else be your burner first, or yeah, you just have to accept some randomness that you're not gonna one shot the Spider every time. Like there, we didn't one shot it, but we should still.
It's like a double roll, right? Like you have to get the burn and then the burn again just before he goes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit unfortunate.
But yeah, I mean, this team still easily smashes it, no problem. Obviously, he's done the 7th because he's doing all the burns. Yeah, he works great for it, but again, he cannot be a reliable champion to burn all the spiders. He can be a reliable burn exploder. And yeah, again, I mean, you already have Artak. Like for people that only have Artak, maybe don't have a Sissy or like a Theodore, yeah, you've got now double burn exploder. That's huge. Like we could put him in with, I don't know, Walking Tomb Drang, double burn explosion, and like a newt, and boom, it's done. So not too bad for Spider. Not too bad at all. For Hydra, I actually haven't built a team already. Let's throw something into Nightmare. So what we do? Oh, spoilers for team I was testing.
We've never seen that, guys.
Saw nothing. Yeah, put him in with like a Chris.
I was up last night trying to do a finer thing because we were talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Man, I was at it until 3 in the morning. I was like, I messaged you, but I was like, I need to call it quits here, man.
I don't know.
She's quirky though. It's just I think the issue is the limitation of the faction, right? And trying to optimize her boosts.
Right. Yeah. She is. Yeah. Definitely. She's a great champion, but yeah, the faction isn't that strong. Is the sad thing. Let's put him in with this guy. Hopefully, I've got gear on him on the test server. Yeah, we do. We've got gear on him. So let's put him in with Rathalos. I don't know. We'll put in like Lady Mikage or something. He scales off increased defense. We'll put in like a Mikage. Guess we need block buffs of some description. We'll put in like an Ugo, decreased defense, and what else would we want?
The Grand Oak.
Grand Oak. We want to put in Grand Oak. Yeah, we can do that. I think he's geared as well. So we're going to be messed up by the fears, but he can cleanse. So we're probably fine. Yeah, we're probably okay. Who gives us an aura that we can use? She does. He gives us an insane crit rate aura. We could build around that. I guess we won't. Let's go in like this. Let's just see how it does. I'm curious what he's going to do on auto, actually. Like, will he actually transform? I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. Does Lady Mikage do it on auto without presets? Do you know?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So interesting. He doesn't do the ally attack, I see. So he boosted up. He's actually been the decreased speed champ for the whole team. I forgot to think of that, but yeah, he's our reliable decreased speed. We've got increased speed from Grand Oak. We've got block debuffs. Chris can provoke. So great. Yeah, we've got sort of everything we want, and Rathalos can start smacking, doing some damage.
Oof.
Yeah, not bad. Oh, Grand Oak actually got cooldown reduction. Let's I don't know. Let's go in with his ally attack first. Oh yeah, we extend the burns. He's got a 4-turn burn now from the A1. Like, our burns are actually quite long. Not bad. He's done his burn. Oh yeah, he's done his A1 again. Look at that. He's not switched over into his other form. Let's force him.
Yeah, we got to force him now.
Yeah, we got to force him. Do it. Gotta do it.
Grand Oak. I like the Grand Oak.
Grand Oak's very cool. Yeah, he's very, very cool. I don't know. Let's try to get cooldown reduction for somebody else. You can do your
literally got like
AoE.
a Gandalf animation. He's like, boom,
yeah.
the floor with the
Shall
stick.
not pass. Oh no, we got provoked. Nuts. That feels bad.
All you need is a Pharaoh, Nubs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we don't have much provoke on this team, actually. So we only have Krisk. And he's not quite fast enough. So he'll get 1 cleanse off. That's not a huge deal.
So all those, as long as all those buffs are gone, it's fine. Ooh.
Yeah. Bonk. Nice weak hit, Rathalos. Okay, yeah, let's switch him over. YOLO. Okay, so he switches over form 2. This guy, he's not close to popping off. So, but we could do it. Let's put on Pain Link. Let's go Pain Link on this guy. Sure, why not? That persists through, can't be blocked. I imagine it will go through Poison Cloud as well, but difficult-ish to test that. 8,000 damage, not a ton right there.
Yeah.
Let's click it
I
on
wonder
auto.
if does it trigger through shields? It should do, right?
I think so. Oh no, we don't have burns out. Kaboom! Damage wasn't particularly good on that. He'll do more damage.
28,000.
They're lower in life.
To be fair, he's got decreased attack on as well, the Wrath.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because we brought a Krisk in, we're not actually getting hit for very much.
14,000.
6,000. Not doing a ton, but it's doing a little bit. Just leave them running here.
Let's see if we could proc that rage. Just keep attacking him.
Yeah. I want to swap him back into form 2. 100k in his A1. All right, not bad. Not crazy, not bad. Let's see. Might even be better just keeping him in form 1. Just for if he is the only burn. I think if you brought someone else in with burns, you could absolutely switch it. But because he's quite reliant on the burns being out there, we could actually Pain Link another head. That could be fun. Let's Pain Link this guy. Then we'll swap him after that.
Get Pain Link on everybody. It's like an extra hex.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of. Let's boost up with Patrick. Good man, St. Patrick.
He better be a guaranteed now. We're going to all blame you, Nubs.
I know. I've hyped it up. I'm really tempted to pull all my shards going for Duchess.
I've even set it on my calendar because if you wrote Nubs said guaranteed, so I'm going to be up on that morning.
Wow. Oh, he burned everybody.
Oh,
Would you look at that.
that.
Boost up. Let's see how much damage the burn activation does. This should be the same on every difficulty. It's just like, 500,000. Nothing crazy, but again, it's the guaranteed decreased speed. He's extended all the other debuffs. I kind of feel like you probably just keep him in this form, is my vibe. Let's pay attention.
Yeah, because you're getting the increased speed and a decreased speed combination out of one champion with burns and activations.
That is true. Exactly. Yeah, he's an increased
very
speed,
powerful.
Decreased speed. Yeah. He's
There's
kind of
not a lot of
top tier.
champions in the game, or is there even any other champion in the game that can do that?
Increased speed and decreased speed?
Yeah, on 100% chance like that.
Necmo basically can.
Oh, let's not talk about Neckbone Nubs.
Shamrock, Lady Kimmy. There's a few, but it's rare. Theodore can do it. Not a ton. And they're like premium debuffs to bring in. I think you do just keep him in this form here. And like he just keeps extending debuffs. He keeps putting out increased speed, decreased speed. He keeps putting out burns. I think this is better than using form 2 at all. Is my impression. Like we still have 2 turns of Pain Link. And it won't be cleansed off, so I'm curious to see. His A1 is still doing decent damage in this form, actually. He's
so it's
doing
definitely
100K.
worth having some damage built into him for Hydra as well, from what we're seeing here, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see that AoE?
Not essential, but you might as well.
Yeah.
But you probably prioritize speed. I didn't see how much he got hit for with the Pain Link. We'll see this hit coming in, hopefully.
Those debuffs are just ramping up, like 4-turn decrease attacks and stuff. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Don't kill him. If he dies, the Pain Link will be gone. Let's target this head instead. Don't ruin it.
Insane magic trick.
Oh, okay. We got he's been eaten, so probably the Pain Link's not going to work.
Oh, there we go. We killed him with the.
We did kill him.
The Pain Link.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to watch it back. It seems like it's doing okay damage, but I think you would want him with another burner. I definitely think in this comp where we've got Rathalos Blade Master, we would definitely want yeah, we wouldn't do that. Basically, I think we just leave him in form 1 in this composition, and yeah, the amount of buffs he's bringing is crazy. I don't even know if we need Krisk in here. We could bring a different provoker. Even Grando Podrick, his increased speed is not really that relevant because, yeah, as you said, we're getting...
just use him as a cleanse. You don't even need the Grandoke in there for sure.
Yeah, like the ally attack is nice, but we could bring in like a Lady Mikage or something instead for... No, we've got increased attack.
The ally attack is nice. I like that. Oof.
Yep, that's pretty good. Hey, let's leave this one run until the 1 key, and we can just sum up our thoughts here as we go. But looking at him here, what is your initial thoughts on this mythical? How does he rank for you compared to other mythicals? I know it's just first impressions, right? That's all we're trying to do, but first thoughts as best we can.
I'd put it in the way of if I was to pull him as my first one, I would be extremely happy. That's the one because one area that I do want to kind of broaden my roster for is the Hydra boss. I don't think I'd use him as a PvP champion personally. Okay. I think I would build him for purely Hydra, but I could be wrong. Maybe in live arena I might. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to be pretty good in PvP. Again, the big problem though is polymorph, right? In high end arena in particular. Polymorph is kind of just ruining his life.
Do you know what I was thinking? Do you know in the Phantom Shogun's Grove, taunt is very, very powerful, right?
Yeah.
You see it with some of these champions. So having the taunt unkillable combination with the pain link, I'm actually interested to know how much damage that he can deal on the Phantom Shogun. That might speed up our runs a lot, depending on the multipliers of that one.
Yeah, because if you're doing decent damage, he could put out decreased... Well, probably wouldn't be putting... Because he needs the burnout to decrease defense. But you could bring in another burner, and he could be your tank. Yeah, that could totally work. Taunt tank. Yeah. If you got decreased HP burnout, you wouldn't need any accuracy. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I haven't got a team ready to go to showcase it, but you're totally right. With his form 2, he could be absolutely god tier in Phantom Shoguns. For me, I think he's one of the best mythicals. I do. I think he's a real threat in PvP, so long as there's no polymorph.
Yeah.
In both forms. I think he's amazing in this form 1 for Hydra. Yeah, and I think, like you said, he's got potential in Phantom Shogun. He's got potential for Spider. I think he's really strong.
He will be an absolute nuisance in live arena. That's because I've kind of been... I'm not a huge classic arena person, being completely honest. When I play arena, it's mainly live nowadays. I've kind of got into it. And I could see him being an absolute nuisance. Like, just go in... Decreased defense, non-resistible, into burns, extra hits, taunts, pain link, lock him out, just metamorph back into the other one, burn again. There's just so much stuff that could just annoy you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the worst part is, well, the best part, I guess, is he's not attack based. He's based on tanky stats, so he's going to be harder to kill as well. Yeah. You've got the ally protection in there as well. I like that combination of being unkillable with the ally protection. Very similar to like the Skull Crusher, right?
Yeah, it's
so you
nasty.
Can't kill him.
It's nasty. Yeah. It's very strong. Ooh, big ally attack. Hey, we're coming up. We're doing okay here for a team we just randomly put together. Oh, there we go. That ramped our damage up a bit.
Oh, damn, one was there. I thought when you said that, I thought we were just gonna like pause, come up towards the end. One was there in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, no, like this seems fairly solid. So yeah, we're basically like, honestly, the extra turn makes his burn way more on the debuff extension. Like he has been so much better at maintaining burn on everyone than I thought, right? When I looked at his passive the first time, I was like, okay, 50% chance to burn for 1 turn. We're going to struggle to keep these burns up. It's not the case at all. Like, he's doing it no problem. He really is.
I'm just trying to hold myself to... Earlier when we did a collab with Hades, right? I had tea in my cup, and I've got a water cup as well, and I picked up the mug, and I've drunk some cold tea, man.
Wow, I hate that.
For like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that's nasty. Like cold coffee, cold brew coffee. That's a thing. Like my girlfriend likes cold coffee.
Don't say that to cold brew. Cold brew will be upset with you, man.
I don't like cold brew coffee. I like cold brew as a person. I don't like cold brew coffee. I like my coffee hot. I like hot brew.
Like cold coffee. Do you like? Yeah, I like frozen coffee from time to time.
Yeah, frozen, just like an ice pop, just lick it. Yo, I thought we almost made it to 1 million per turn there.
Have you ever had like an icy coffee? You never had any of those?
Yeah, or I've had like what's the one that's like ice cream in coffee? That's an interesting one. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Can't remember what it's called.
I need to come to Ireland, man.
Oh, it's an Italian thing. I'm pretty sure. But hey, look, we left it on auto there for a bit. Again, we came up to almost 1 million damage per turn. That's pretty decent. Yeah, again, it's not the perfect team to showcase him. I realized that when we went in, we've got other increased speed, other increased speed, decreased speed champs in as well. But I think this guy's got massive potential. I think he's absolutely nuts. Right, that's my initial thought.
Is nuts.
We can do. Oh, I should have clicked end battle. Shit. No.
I'll
do another run, and I'll stick it up at the end after YST says goodbye, so you don't have to sit around and wait for this. So YST, anything you want to say before we go, and I will like end the battle at 50 million, and we'll see the damage.
No, I think like overall, if you pull him as a mythical, as you've seen there, like that damage ramped up incredibly fast. Once you started locking him down into that base form as well, I think that's definitely the play for Hydra. I was impressed in Arena as well. I think obviously you're facing very high-end teams, but for the average player, you're not going to be facing that, as you're climbing. So
Krisk is griefing. Hang on. He didn't provoke on turn 1. Wow. Yeah, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, but I think overall he's got versatile value, right? Think about the Frost Spider. If you need a burner, he's gonna be absolutely amazing. Great for arena, live arena with that damage form, and I like the way that it synergizes from the base into the alternate to enable the kit. You got taunts if you need that for the taunt teams in Hydra or in the Phantom Shogun, whatever that may be, and even Amius the Lunar Archon, guys, potential. The taunt could be extremely powerful, and how much damage will Pain Link do to Amius? That must be absolutely bonkers because he's hitting you on every single ability, right? Especially with that single target one. So it'll be interesting. I feel like he's got a versatile value, which I love, and he's a tanky champion, which is what I always like to see as well. So he's not easily killed, and probably one of the best mythicals in the game in terms of everywhere value, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking so as well. I'm very excited to see what people do when they get their hands on him, and definitely I'm very, very likely to be doing more showcases of this champion in the future. I can tell you that. When we see more teams, when people have time and actually have them on real accounts and stuff. But yeah, there we go. Look, YST, thank you for joining for this showcase. Again, remember, guys, you can find the link in the title and everywhere be pinged. Go check it out and check out the Feral the Barkhorn. We covered 2 of the best Hydra champions, I think, in the game today on our videos on both channels. So yeah, check that one out over on YSTs, and we will see you next time. Bye. All right, guys, as promised, we are back. I had to rerun it. We're actually lower on damage this time a little bit, right? We were close to 1 million per turn, so slightly worse run, but should still hopefully be pretty indicative. We'll just hit the 50 million, and just to show you, again, we've already given all of our thoughts, but this will sort of wrap it up. One more hit. You can do it. Come on. We're so close to 50 million. Who gets the last hit in? Oh, it's an ally attack. That should do it. Oh, that will definitely do it. All right, end battle. There we go. 50 million. Not a bad team by any means. Gizmo, 15 million. Rathalos Blade Master, 19 million. There you go. In this run, I didn't make him swap forms, but once he did, I don't know why. Once, like about 30 million score in, he was like, I'm just going to change forms now. No idea why, but he did. I forced him to change back once I could. But yeah, once I noticed. But yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Curset Krisk. Gizmo. Pretty good.